Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're in the dungeon. We're fighting some gnolls. I'm MothFluffs, and we're gonna see if we can get out of this situation. I'm not super worried. We've got some foul pestilence emanating from our body surrounding this gnoll Buddha, which shouldn't be alive for much longer, but we don't know that we want to stick around because this halberd-wielding gnoll could be a little bit rough for us to deal with. I think what we do is we go ahead and poison this gnoll. There we go. And let the poison do its work on the Buddha. We take a step back and stack up some more poison. And just sort of walk away. There we go. Halberd gnoll down. We've got a spear-wielding gnoll that we can also poison up a bit. And then maybe a little bit more. Boom. Got it. +0 vampiric hand axe. We actually already have a better vampiric hand axe. So we are doing the Demonspawn Greatplayer business. We'll see if this is the best way to go about it, but we've got sort of a hybrid. We're using poison magic just to get to Ulgrev's Toxic Radiance for sort of a free early dungeon lair situation. Yeah, let's back up a little bit. No need to engage all of these at the same time, especially with the +3 Flail of Holy Wrath. That's actually a reason to not only reset the fight, but actually retreat entirely. I think we just sort of take our lumps from the ectoplasm as we retreat to the stairs. A +3 Flail of Holy Wrath can one-shot us from where we're at. 15 damage, plus 50%. Yeah. We actually killed the ectoplasm with Foul Pestilence in response to an attack of opportunity, so that's kind of cute. But, yeah. Alright. Yeah, being able to kill that by itself. Woof. Early Flails of Holy Wrath on an orc. Yeah, that's something to watch out for. Oh, hi, Grinder. An inefficient shadow imp previously employed as a torturer in one of the lower circles of hell. She has a tendency to complain and make inane statements. She can cast Pain, Paralyze, and Blink. 55% chance to paralyze. Yeah. Resistant to poison. So Sting will be somewhat effective. Our Dagger of Venom probably won't be as good as, say, a Falchion. If we switch over there. Oof. Potion of Heal Wounds. Yeah, Sting is okay. Yeah, we got Grinder. Alright. Pestilence and Sting is a good combo. I think when you like run into Grinder like that, it's probably best to just engage. Okay, Book of Air, Shock, Swiftness, Airstrike. Those are pretty good spells. We do have access to some air magic already. But I don't see any reason to switch from our sort of chosen path. I think that air mages generally are in the I never want to take any hits from anything category of spellcaster. They tend to be more blaster casters. That's not what we're really doing here. Nemelex and Trog are the only deities we've found. Hiss of Flowing Sand and Ossuary. Ossuary is a little tricky for us, but I think we go ahead and do it. Probably just throw in our ringmail. And oh yeah, we also have hooves. Hooves, thin skeletal structure, foul stench, powered by pain. Yeah, we're gonna be a little blade dancer. Oh, we found the ossuary already. That's nice. Pick up Karori tipped darts. We found it quickly enough that we can go ahead and throw on this ring nail of willpower. I think that'll be really nice for whatever we encounter in there, and our spells are still, like, kind of castable. Like, Olgrebs isn't going to do anything in there, and neither is Poisonous Vapors, so we only need Sting anyway. Mummy, you say, eh? Yeah, we're doing fine. See, Sting just does a tiny little bit of damage, but it's enough to make a difference. It's a non-zero amount of damage, and more importantly, it's a ranged attack, so we can do damage before they get into melee range. Oh, it's just rat skeletons. Okay, I thought they were like hound skeletons or something, and I got scared. But rats are not super scary. Okay, good. We're getting some stuff. Stuff is great. Ossuaries are often a really good find. The consumables that they provide really, really help in that early game. Yeah, we're just, you know, sort of strong enough to be able to do this. Pretty much no problem. Reach level 8. We feel stronger. No mutation this level, but that's okay. Feeling stronger is not the end of the world, even though it is not our preferred stat. A little extra strength is useful for wearing armor and wielding shields, which we will want to do. Alright, the question now is, do we like being in Ring Nail or not? Olgrebs is at 30%. We kind of have to put a lot more into poison magic if we wanted to still use Olgrebs to sort of get us through the layer, which I think is our plan. We have 2 helmets. I don't know why. 12%. Yeah, I feel like we stay in a robe for now and plan to switch over in a little while, once we've gotten a little bit more durable. I think maybe let's set stealth to 5. And once it gets there, we will turn on dodging. Oh, and let's go back to our Dagger of Venom. I think the Halberd Null is the only dangerous thing that we saw there, so we can just poison some stuff up. And ooh, I don't like a throwing net. Feel agile all of a sudden. Thank you, Powered by Pain. Let's get out of there. Reset. Another spellbook. Blink, Manifold, Assault, and Storm Form. Well. We have our hybrid build, ladies and gentle things. Because that is a really strong set of spells. I don't think we, like, mess around with Stormform. I think level 7 spells are a bit ambitious. Although, if we get super strong and want to go extended endgame, Stormform, Manifold Assault is pretty bonkers. But I'm looking at more just Manifold Assault plus whatever sword business we end up doing. I think we immediately memorize Blink, which we do want on B. Excellent. And Grips is at 11%. Cool. Let's turn on translocations. Because Blink is at, 22% failure rate. That's not really what we want. We want it sub 5% failure rate. Blink is one of those that you really want to be castable. But also, we're just going to keep putting points into translocations because it'll be great for Manifold Assault, which is a super duper spell. In fact, we can literally just go ahead and memorize it. Hepliclana. Hepliclana. Hepliclana is a real consideration here. We could take the Knight or the Hexer. %10 health is a large chunk to give up, though. Alright, let's do some serious thinking about our deity choice. Ashinzari would be good, would be very good. Maybe even game-breakingly good, because we could get some super early boosts and get Manifold Assault online pretty quickly. I think we're doing Che. Well, we could do Che. I won't rule out Che. The question is, are these gods better than Hep? If they are, then we, maybe hold out a little bit longer. Dith, I don't love Dith. Dith is kind of fine, actually, if we're a sort of a hybrid, but I just don't think it's a very strong deity overall. Vadas Gozig is good. I don't think this is Kiku. I don't think it's Mokleb. Mokleb's really bad right now. Okawaru is kind of a consideration. It's a consideration. I don't think we're Kozlal. Rue is pretty strong, although we'd have to be a little bit careful with our sacrifices. I don't think it's Sifmuna. Uskaya would be pretty good. We'd have to kind of switch over to Invo. I don't know that that's really exactly what we're doing. I don't think it's Vehemet. Wujian is a very strong deity. That might be better than Heb. It's not Zom, it's not Irdelanil. So, basically just Ash, Gozag, Oka, Ru, Wujian are considerations. And they're not necessarily better than a tanky tanks or a confusey stabber. And I really kind of like Hep with poisonous vapors. This is a tough decision. Also, I don't like Hep for extended endgame, and I feel like Manifold Assault is kind of an extended. I think we hold out just a little bit further. I think we go for Ashinzari this game. Or Chebriados. We've got Blink. I do like Che a lot. Just Manifold Assault for 1,000,000 damage. Obviously we lose access to swiftness, but we've got kind of a cool suite of spells otherwise. We just go air magic for, like, a little bit of air magic for, or a lot of bit of air magic for, like, extended endgame reasons. And just, like, switch over to long blades, basically. Once we find one, we kind of, like, get a dagger to minimum damage, or to minimum delay. Yeah, like, short blades to level 10, switch over to long blades. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Let's do Chabriados. We're turning this into a slow run. I don't know if this is good. Che is kind of a, it's not the best choice for Demonspawn. That's not the spell that I meant to cast. Well, it's very much not the spell. Vapors being right next to Blink on my keyboard. Whoops. It's okay. We managed to get out of this anyway. Shouldn't have. That should have just killed us for our misclick, but... Alright, so Chabriados is a little... Ooh, leather armor of cold resistance. That is... maybe something that we throw on right away. Yeah, like, I think that's great. Little bit of extra armor class, and cold resistance isn't super useful early, but it's fine. See this white imp? Literally, immediately useful. Look at us go. Yeah, I think Chabriados is... So, Chabriados is a little bit of an unusual choice on Demonspawn because Chabriados is another, scaling deity. Chabriados is bad early, actively harms your early game, but is just kind of a juggernaut later. Much, and when I say later, I mean like much later, like after the layer. Water moccasins. Yikes, that's a lot of poison. And an orc warrior. I think we head down this way to this escape staircase. Kind of dodge out of that situation. That's immune to poison A. Well, let's just throw a rock at it. Let's wield a falchion. Just kind of bash away at it. There we go. So a Demonspawn also is kind of a scaling choice. You start off weak because your aptitudes are like the same as a human's but worse, and you level slower than a human. You're just a worse human. So you like actively hurt your early game. But as you gain mutations, you get stronger and stronger, and eventually you snowball enough that you are, stronger than a human would be at the same point in the late game. And making two decisions that make you weak early on and strong later on is not the best way to go about it. It typically results in your early demise. The only reason why we're considering it here is because we took the Venom Mage start, and poison is so strong early on. Ooh, Scimitar is nice. That's something we can use a branding scroll on and wield here in a little bit. Okay. Hopefully the poison gets it. We are confused. Okay, let's just go upstairs. Reset. There we go. Yeah. And you know, we made the choice to put a little bit more experience into poison magic than we might have otherwise. You know, we're putting 7 or 8, probably 8 levels. We're gonna set poison magic to 8. You know, and that's a fair amount of experience. You know, that could be 8 levels in something else. Yeah, Vehement, Uskayo, Dith, Oka, Ash. Yeah, pretty much everything, all of our other options appeared there for us. I'm still pretty happy with Chabriatos. I think it's going to be a fun run. I think we'll get there. I think we'll make it work. Okay. Immediately confused. Can we step this way? Yes. Cool. Let's quiver Curare. And do some non-targeted throwing. Let's do some targeted throwing. There we go. Got it. Alright. Sigmund's not so bad once you have some tools. Once you have some tools. Let's switch back to Sting. Old Grebs is down to 10%. That's great. Alright, so here's where we have to do some choosing. I think we actually stick with intelligence now. Manifold Assault kind of makes up for the lack of dexterity, and we can just sort of stack dexterity on our gear / mutations. So I think we do intelligence one more time. We may put points into dexterity once we're like out of the layer. Plus that gets Old Grebs online just a little bit faster anyway. Chabriatos will also like super boost our stuff. Ooh, Sentinel's Mark. Let's back out of the dungeon and reset for sure. This does help us clear out this floor of anything else that might have stuck around that we missed in our explorations. Work Warrior A. And a wizard. Yeah, a couple of things that we don't want to necessarily be parked up here. Just get this thing really poisoned up and back off. I'd rather it be throwing stones than hitting us with its glaive anyway. That was pretty good. I see a little bit of experience here. That's nice. Alright. Poison darts. Okay, now bend time to slow others. 6 silver boomerangs. I don't think we want to put points into Invo just yet. Oh good, stealth got to level 5. Let's turn on dodging. I think dodging is going to be important. And let's set that to... let's set that to 8 as well for now. Doing this properly. Oh, +2 dagger of venom. Makes my +1 dagger of venom look like a piece of garbage. Keeping in mind that our movement is slowed. Which is fine. I mean, we've got a pretty good set of things going on for having slow movement. Ooh. +1 Rapier of Venom. That's very good. That's the kind of layer-carrying weapon that we're looking for. Translocations up to level 3. 2 can play at the smiting game. Drinks a potion and is healed. That's not fair. Only I'm supposed to have potions. That's okay, though. You gave me a really good rapier. A longsword isn't as good as our scimitar, I don't think. We can drop this falchion. And I think this vampiric hand axe can go too. I don't think that there's much likelihood that we're going to be using that. Howler monkey. Howl. Chabriados, appreciating what we're doing. This rapier is going to be solid for us, I think. Yeah, like having a smite targeted spell as Chabriados is pretty important. Airstrike is another great option. Just something that can get to the back lines. Ooh, kite shield, you say. That's great. Not yet, but it will be. Let's cast stings at the air. It's standing next to us, so let's smack it. I think we're at a decent, yeah, we're at 0.9 with our rapier, so that's great. Super solid. We don't really need to check out the temple. We already have our god of choice. There are reasons to check out the temple once you already have picked a god, but that usually involves the switching of your deity later on, if, say, you worship one of the good gods. Or like Trog. But... ugh. Blink. That's why finding Blink let us do Chabriados, because now we can do this sort of thing. And actually kill that. It's great. Spellcasting. I think we keep learning spellcasting. Okay. So I think we can, yeah, we're almost at our poison magic cap here. And now you can see why we did it. Because now, instead of a screen full of iguanas, we have not a screen full of iguanas. It came online at a good time. I think this is probably the entrance to the lair that we are seeing. Oof. Ouch, that really hurt. Yeah, that's what, 20-something damage? I mean, it can do up to 34, so let's blink away. Just some smite-targeted nonsense. We've reached level 10. Again, no mutation, but that's fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mutations by level 10, which is on the low, slightly below average side, which is really okay. I mean, Again, Venom Mage means that our scaling is less... we can get away with slower scaling. We do need to do some consumable IDing, I think. Would be wise. Okay, poison magic target reached. So translocations is what we will be pumping on the spellcasting side. Gosh, we need to put experience into fighting as well. And also invo. But that's like 16% in each skill. I don't love that. Maybe we... See, Airstrike is just so good with Chabriados as well. It's already at 67%. So here's what I think we do. I think we put on this ring meal of willpower. I think that's kind of important. Willpower is really nice at dealing with those orc wizards that confuse us. Yeah, cool. Alright, we've got a good start. Manifold Assault is already down to 26% failure rate. Level 4 spells are really castable in Ring Mail, especially with Chabriados boosting our stats a little bit already. So we probably don't have to do too much more with our spell training. Translocations will probably get up a little bit more because Manifold Assault does gain in power. But pretty soon we're going to be hitting everything on the screen with Ulgrip's Toxic Radiance and a Poison Rapier. Which I think will be good. We will... Let's just avoid fighting for the time being and do that for now. And that's about it for this video. We've got a good start to this character. Hopefully we will survive this time and I won't make any silly mistakes, but we'll have to find out next time. So make sure to like and subscribe so you know when that is, and I will see you soon. This is MothFluffs. Have a great evening.